Caddo Sheriff's Office. What's your emergency?
When you dial 911, you'll be speaking to a highly trained communications officer who knows how to handle emergency situations over the telephone.
If it's a medical call, what's critical, we need to know if that person is conscious and breathing. It's very important to let us know. We try to get that information first off. That's the first two initial questions that we ask, if they're conscious and if they're breathing. And once we get that information, that helps a lot as for us to go ahead and get the call in and get them started that way. When it's an accident, we always ask, can you tell if the person's trapped? Is the vehicle, is it a MVA rollover? If the vehicle's turned over, so we can know what type of units to send to that location.
Remember, it's important to stay on the line and answer all questions. And rest assured, while you're assisting the communications officer on the telephone, help is already on the way. Although 911 technology has come a long way over the years, resulting in many lives saved, there is still work to be done. It's estimated that in the year 2000, wireless telephone users made 30% of all calls to 911, and it's believed that by 2006, the majority of 911 calls will come from wireless users. That has become a critical public safety issue.
There's a lot of cell phones out there. A lot of people don't pay attention to where they are and where they're calling from, and when we ask them their location, they have no idea.
One of the most important things that a citizen can do if they're going to call 911 to report an emergency from a cell phone or a mobile phone is to be aware of their surroundings, to pay attention where they're located, and let that be the very first thing that they tell a communications officer. Because we don't know where they're located, that becomes the most important piece of information that they can tell us.
Here's what happens when you dial 911 from a telephone at the Caddo Parish 911 Center. Street address and phone number immediately appear on the screen. Calling on a wireless phone from the same location, communications officers cannot identify the caller or location. This often causes a delay in emergency response time.
So we ask them to pay attention to major intersections. Can they give us landmark? Can they give us a street name? Can they tell us direction of travel? Can they give us information about mile markers? Because location is very important since we will not know where they're calling from.
That will change in years to come, but change requires technology, and that requires waiting for the future.
911, what's your emergency? How old is your mother? 64? Is she conscious? Okay, is she breathing okay? Is she complaining of chest pains?
As emergency crews are responding to your call, there are things you can do to help. In fact, you may be asked to perform life-saving first aid until medical help arrives.
Okay, what I need you to do, either have your mother sit or lie down, whichever is more comfortable for her. If her condition worsens before we get there, call us back on 911, and we're on the way to that location.
Callers can also help police, firefighters, and paramedics locate an emergency that may be hard to find.